were you not?
I'm James.
And I'm Emily.
We show you our actual weight loss journey with the keto lifestyle.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. But most importantly, don't forget to get ready.
Set.
Keto. And this feels really weird.
You know, I'm even on the wrong side.
I know.
Even on the wrong side.
Yes.
So, Bob's reminding everyone that I did cheat.
Yep.
Guess who else cheated?
Mm.
Guess who else cheated?
I threw in the towel today.
All right. And if you do hear a little bit of a buzzing in the background, it's because Noah is air frying a steak. And
Yeah.
I apologize, but it'll be done soon.
Yeah.
So,
no.
did you really turn the fire on?
I did.
Okay.
'Cause I'm cold.
You need to go turn it off.
Why?
Because the fan's gonna kick on and be very loud.
Oh, okay.
I seen the fire. I was like, "Are we on fire?" All right, here we are. I know things look different, and I don't know if we're gonna keep it like this or not for Friday night, but it's more comfortable. Like, it seems like home.
Yeah.
Our view is a little bit different,
Yeah.
but how's the sound, just out of curiosity? Sound all right? Because, I mean, it looks like it's all right on my end.
We're in a more open area right here, so it definitely feels a little bit off, a little bit different. So
And Emily has her Christmas tree up.
I do, and our nutcrackers are up. If you can see them up there, or Noah's. That is a holiday tradition for us. Noah gets to pick out a nutcracker every year, and we write the year on the bottom. And James is going to show you our Christmas tree, our little pencil tree. But I love it so much.
It is a little tree.
It's our little elf tree.
And yes, and Noah's watching.
Hi.
We got the dogs. This is basically what we're seeing from.
Oh, my big
yes.
nutcracker's right there.
Yeah.
And there's
Showing our house.
There's the dogs. Of course, there's Mission Control.
Right. So it is happy Friday.
It is.
And so Sarah Jo said, "Oh my God, Emily, me too."
All right, Noah, you might want to check your steak. I'm starting to smell it,
Yes,
and we're getting smoky.
a little bit.
Oh, just Jen says that I need a smoking jacket to read us a story.
What do I do?
Just hit the power button.
Yes. So
Dawn has a pencil tree too and loves it.
I love it because as much as I want a big 10 or 12 foot huge Christmas tree, A, James doesn't really want it. And B, we would have to rearrange too much. So I love the pencil tree.
You know, if we didn't have the two big bird cages,
That would be a big difference too. But we have to keep our birds near us, so
It looks done.
Michelle, the other one is a very old Cocker Spaniel.
yes.
Very old. So,
Older than me.
okay, so instead of a monitor setup where we usually are, we have our TV. And it is, I figured when we got the big TV, and it's working out really good as far as being able to read.
Right.
But, yeah, it's a little different. I got some cords drug across the living room for this, but actually it didn't really take any more time to set up than it does in the kitchen.
Right, except for we don't have to take Noah's monitor.
It's not quite done.
Okay, well, you're just gonna have to wait a few.
Yes. So Holly says, my tree is 9 foot high and 5 foot diameter. I would love to have that sometime, but
Bird cages.
bird cages,
The
yeah.
way we have it set up, we would have to like move seating, and with Christmas, or we'd have to move the birds. And if you take the birds out of the main room, then they kind of just get forgotten about. And
Yeah, we don't want to.
Yeah, we don't want that. That's not fair.
We don't want to neglect them.
Because we definitely love our birds. Although we do have Noah when we do lives, we do have him take them up to his room for an hour. So
Because they tend to get chatty every time we turn on the camera.
yeah, when we talk, they want to talk.
Yeah.
So, all right. So today is the first day I actually had to break out the winter coat.
Really?
Yes.
I've had mine out all week.
I've been wearing hoodies and jackets and things like that, but today I had to break out the winter coat. And so I went to work wearing my winter coat, and it was a winter coat that I bought last year at the end of last year because I never even wore it. It was like brand new. Well, it's actually a little bit too big for me right now. It's an extra large, but it's better than the 3X that I had.
Yeah.
So I wore it all day, and then I got home and I took it off, and I still had the daggone tag hanging
from
off the
armpit.
side. And I was around people all day long, and they've seen me with this tag, and not one person said a thing. Not one. I wore a tag all day.
Oh. That's pretty funny.
Jen says birds want to tell the world you both cheated on the keto. It's
I
the
know.
Cheeto Cow challenge.
Okay. So, I have not felt the best this week gut-wise doing this. And this afternoon, I text James and I said, I can't do it. And I want to chew. And I asked him to pick up steaks, but he picked up wings and steak. So we just ate wings.
She actually texted me and she said steak and shrimp. And I said, no, you're getting chicken because I know she don't like chicken. I said, we're having dried chicken tonight.
Yeah. But I do love chicken wings as long as they are crispy, and it gave us a chance to try making them in the new air fryer too.
Lisa
So,
says her winter coat is a zippered hoodie. I do have a leather trench, but I've never had to wear it.
lucky. I'm jealous. Jackie said payback for being mean and saying you hate me.
You know what? Up until just tonight, I still hated you. Even though I cheated and I was off of it, I still hated you, Jackie, because Emily wasn't cooking. and it's
Or
not
helping cook.
It's not that she has to cook, but her cooking is just so much.
Better than his.
Yeah, there's love in her cooking. My cooking has no love. It's just thrown together real quick, and I try.
Yeah.
Brian wants to know what fat choice we were using in your keto chow.
Butter. Butter is my go-to, my favorite. And I think I had heavy cream on Monday just because it was easier, but butter, definitely butter for me.
I go for heavy whipping cream all the time in the shakes because they make a thicker shake
Yeah.
to me. But in a creamy, I like butter.
I just like butter. I just like it. MG3919 says, how do you make your keto chow pudding? I just make a shake how I normally make it. And I was saying I was putting 2 to 3 teaspoons in with warm water and then putting it in a container overnight. It's not 3 teaspoons. I used 3 teaspoons and made some this week, some s'mores pudding, and it had a jello texture. It was definitely too much beef gelatin. So I would say 1 to 2 teaspoons beef gelatin.
Don wants to know if I get hat hair when I wear a winter hat.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think I get hat hair. I don't have hair, but what I do get is stupid lines when I take the hat off, and it makes me
Yeah.
look like an Easter egg.
Lisa said I had to stop the keto chow this morning. I couldn't do anything sweet anymore.
Yeah.
I think Tuesday I got a headache, and I hadn't had a headache in a while, and I ended up licking salt, and that helped. And I don't know if it was the sweetness or what was going on, but
All right, do you want to explain about how? Okay, so she was getting tired of sweet, so she had the creamy tomato basil last night. She made a shake, and I think that might have been what ended the challenge because
I forgot.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah.
She took one drink of it, and that was the end. And then she made chocolate peanut butter banana.
Yes, and that was good. And it was warm because I didn't have one made, so I poured it over ice, and it was still really good.
Ageless Keto made keto chow Buckeyes.
Yum.
I want that. You
Put it
know,
on the list. I have a list on the refrigerator started.
in our Facebook group, it's almost like every day someone will post a picture of something.
And I want that.
Yeah, I text them. I want that.
Yeah.
I want it now.
Yeah. For sure.
No, is that steak done? Because it's very loud.
It's not.
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's got to be done, hon.
The whole house is getting smoky. It's done. Okay, so Bluegrass Girl says that creamies are $99 at Costco right now.
Ooh.
So if I did not have a creamy,
I would go buy one.
I would be at Costco. You know what? I'm the worst person ever for like promoting anything. I would actually, you know what I would do? I would turn this channel on my phone and I would go to Costco. But if I didn't have a smartphone, I would go to Costco and I would just say, I'm sorry, I'll watch you guys on repeat. Because that is a good deal, and I bet you that $99 is the best deal that you're going to get.
Yeah. For sure.
Otherwise, you have to be there in the morning. $99 creamies, you got to have it.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
It is a really good deal. So thank you for sharing that. Jackie said, stick and a half of butter between 3 shakes and still bloated and constipated. Blows my mind. I know, right?
Bob
Like,
says
it makes no sense.
his winter coat is in Omaha, and if he needs a -25 parka here, he's driving on down to Panama.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan. For sure.
Going to Panama, I don't blame you. Jen Delaney says hi to Noah.
Yes.
Bluegrass Girl
Hi.
says hi to Noah.
And Jackie says hi to Noah.
Hi.
Hookah says, hey, sorry, wasn't paying attention to time and didn't get my notification.
Is this done?
So
You want to emphasize on that.
Is this
on the hookah? Yes.
Yeah.
That's actually more than done.
Yeah.
So yesterday, or the day before, no, it was during Bob's live stream. He did either on Tuesday or Wednesday. I said something to Crafty and Carnivores, her name is Hyla, and my phone autocorrected to hookah. And she says, that's okay. I get that a lot. Autocorrect doesn't like me.
Yeah.
So I said, well, that's funny because my last name is Burrows, and anytime I type in James Burrows, it automatically autocorrects to burritos for some reason on my phone.
Yeah, and mine auto cracks to smiley burritos.
Yes, because Emily's name is with an EY at the end.
Right.
She is
Smiley.
Smiley.
So it's going to stick. It's got to stick, right?
Yes. So I'm sorry, Hookah. Ageless Keto says, James, you will get some at our meetup.
What?
I don't know. What did I say?
I don't know.
What am I getting? Crafty likes the new background. You already answered the keto chow pudding. Bill
Yep.
Samako, which is Bill, my friend from Akron.
Hi, Bill. How you doing?
And Bill's keto. I think he's more carnivore, but he's definitely keto.
Yep. He is.
And you know, he's one of the people who probably gets sick of hearing me talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hoofinette adds a scoop of chocolate equipped to my banana keto chow. It makes even better creamy ice cream.
I bet. I love all the chocolate flavors.
Do you know what equip is? Because I don't.
No, but it's chocolate, so it's got to be good, right?
Well, they make chocolate laxatives.
Okay.
Brian says, does butter harden up in the keto chow when cold?
No.
No, it's actually more thin. The heavy whipping cream, the reason I like it is because it makes a much thicker shake.
See, I don't find mine to be really thin, but I soften my butter. I don't melt it. I soften it in the microwave, and then we have a soften button on our microwave where it just softens it just enough. I put it in the Ninja blender with some hot water or warm water and my keto chow, and then blend it. We have a NutriBlend button on the Ninja blender, so I just blend it that way, and I do 2 shakes at once, and it's always good.
So we had wings for dinner, and the smell of Noah's ribeye that he put in the air fryer is making me hungry again.
Those wings were really good.
They were fire,
Yeah.
and they were really cheap wings too. They were like they were $10.99 for 4-pound frozen bag.
Yeah. They were good.
22Q Cat says I may even get a second creamy
Yeah.
for $99. If my current ever stops working, I'll
You'll-
be distraught.
You'll have a backup creamy.
Jacqueline May loves the new background.
Ah, thank you.
And you know, I just don't know for mic purposes if I had a mic stand that would go over top of us, so our microphone is actually mounted to our camera. But if I had a mic that went over, I could actually take the camera back a little bit, and then we could actually separate and have the fireplace like between us, and that would
Right.
even look better. But,
That's all right.
But we've talked so much because we have a downstairs like a
Family room.
It's like a family room that nobody uses anymore. So we could I would actually like to set up equipment down there that just stays there, strictly for live streams.
Maybe.
But we still like the kitchen too because our channel is based around food.
Yeah, and I would like to turn that into a gym.
Downstairs in the gym.
Yeah.
We could live stream from the gym.
Yeah.
You know, I read something today.
What?
I read that the average American expects to gain 8 pounds during the holiday season.
I don't expect to.
I expect to lose at least 2.
You think?
Okay, I know I'm going to lose at least 1. If I have to cut it off.
You know, we were talking, and I'm trying to come up with everything for our menu for Thanksgiving. And I told James, I'm like, is it bad that I really would be okay just having a turkey and a brisket? And maybe deviled eggs, and that's it? I don't know if you guys feel the same way, if you're excited to have different recipes.
All right, so
Of course, I'm going to make other things, but
Emily made her green bean casserole
last weekend,
on the last day before the Keto Chow Challenge,
Yeah.
and it wasn't.
it was a fail.
Okay, so it wasn't actually a fail. What she did was, instead of using the heavy cream,
Like he suggested.
like I suggested, she went with almond milk.
I did.
She went with almond milk,
And it was too runny.
and I guess I don't have to say anything else.
So I want to try to attempt it again to ketify the recipe and use the heavy cream in there. So we'll see.
Brian's been in the hospital since
Ooh.
Wednesday. Can't wait to get home and have a creamy.
I hope you're okay.
I don't blame you. I can't imagine the hospital food.
Yeah.
They're probably not helping out with keto.
No.
Ageless Keto's going to Costco first thing tomorrow.
We need to go maybe to Costco.
Yep, Lisa Strange wants to pick up a backup creamy.
Yeah. Jackie said she was much better. It was up a little bit. I can't see it.
What?
You went down.
I'm sorry.
Jackie said much better after chicken and pulled pork.
She's talking to Hyla.
Oh, well, still.
Okay, so Cindy says, I am having a really hard time getting in enough calories in a day. Will that hurt my weight loss? I'm only eating around 700 to 800. All right. So,
Not a doctor.
not doctors whatsoever.
But
No recommendations. I can't do anything like that. But
just from my personal experience, the more I eat, the better results I seem to get. When I'm actually paying attention to what I'm eating, and usually it involves forcing myself to track, which I hate doing. But usually the more I eat, the better results I'm getting.
So, yeah, I
And
would
that's just me.
I would say in the long run it will hurt weight loss. In the long run, because eventually your body's going to lower itself down to that amount, and that's going to be a stall. And then where do you go from 700 to 800? Can you eat, what, 600 next time, 500?
Right.
I mean, at that point. But we're not doctors. But I personally have lost 100 pounds eating no less than about 1,800 to 2,400 calories on the average in a day.
That's him.
That's me. And
Yeah.
Emily,
Probably 1,400 to 1,600 calories a day.
so yeah, that's about. Yeah, we just claim to be good.
We really don't pay
Yeah.
that much attention to calories.
Yeah, we don't.
But they pop up when we do track.
So,
So we
yeah.
know.
Anytime I've tracked in the past, the only reason I know is because anytime I track in the past, it messes me up when I see, ooh, I've ate over 2,000 calories today and I'm not done eating yet.
Yeah.
So it kind of messes me up, and then I start eating less because I see the calories,
Right.
and then it messes up my weight loss by eating less.
Yeah.
So I like to just, on the average, I know it's 600 calories, but I like to have between 1,800 and 2,400 calories.
Right.
But I don't really aim for that. That's just how it happens. It just
Yeah.
seems like that's what I eat in a 2-meal window. And
Yeah.
most of that is at dinner time, actually. I know I should do it reverse. Lunchtime is usually about 700 to 800 of that. And then at dinner is where it gets more.
Right.
I'm sorry if I can't answer that any better.
Red Wine's here. He stopped by to say hi. Hi, Red Wine.
On for a minute, wanted to say hi. I'll be more active next week.
That's all right.
You are fine.
You're fine.
Things happen, and everyone has a personal life, and I just hope that if there's ever a time where we get busy, that people will forgive us and not just be like, oh, I'm sick of them, and
Yeah.
unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Because my work has been telling me now this week that coming up, we might end up having to change our weigh-in Saturdays to weigh-in Sundays. Because
Why?
Well, because there's an office remodel that we have coming up, and there's going to be like 7 weeks to do it.
Yeah.
And I've heard that they're going to want us to work like a few hours overtime every night,
Yeah.
or a few days during the week, and then Saturdays. So if I come in on Saturday and
Yeah.
we start taping weigh-in Saturday,
I mean, we can still
it's
do
gonna-
Saturday and call it Saturday.
well, but it might be Saturday night before it got uploaded,
Yeah.
because sometimes it takes a long time.
Right. It depends. Smiley Bruce.
Everyone, hookah.
That's
All right,
funny.
where we're at. Jackie says James gets nothing, only Emily and Noah get things. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to a meetup expecting to get presents.
No.
Okay, we are hosting Thanksgiving.
We are hosting Thanksgiving. Our kids are all going to be here, which is awesome. And my dad and his wife are coming down. They live about 3 hours north of us. So I'm happy that they're coming. And Derek will be here. And my other brother, Nathan, and his wife will not be coming. So
when we moved to this house, because it's bigger than our old house, one of the selling points is that she said that we could start having holidays at our house.
because
And
we always ended up going to other places all the time.
they had a bigger house.
Yes. And our old house was so much smaller. And Noah's washing his hands.
So I'm holding her to it. That was
Yeah.
one of the benefits of getting a bigger house, because I truly loved our old house.
Yeah.
I loved that house. We totally did everything, like new furnace, just everything. We were set up for years. It had a new roof. It had
Right.
everything. And now, here we are.
So my dad said he's going to bring over some of the carby things that our kids really want. Austin and Cordell's girlfriend Alexa, they're not all claimed to be keto, so he's going to bring over the I told him he can bring mashed potatoes and gravy for them because I didn't want to make them.
Lisa says Equip is a protein shake made from beef.
Ah,
That sounds like a good protein shake.
yeah, it does.
I wonder where they have that, if you have to go on a website or something and get it, because I've never seen
I'm
that.
sure. I feel like I'm always finding new things I want to try.
Hi, John. John's
Hi,
late.
John.
He was watching other videos.
That's all right. Sometimes you watch a video and it just goes on to another one and you do lose track of time.
Especially them shorts.
I know.
They go one into another into another.
Right. So Mark at work said he would make me a keto cheesecake for Thanksgiving
Yeah.
and bring it to work on Wednesday, so I wouldn't have to make a cheesecake for Thanksgiving, which I usually put up a fight like, no, you don't have to do that. That's all right. I can make it. But since we're having Thanksgiving here and I know I'm going to be making, deviled eggs and cornbread and stuffing and the turkey and brisket and all that, I did not fight it. I said, okay, thank you. Did not fight it.
Hookah says the couple times I made a keto shake.
A what?
A keto chow shake with butter always turns out like pudding. Guess I'm not adding enough water.
Maybe.
Man, I wish I could get it like that.
Yeah, mine's really thick. I don't know what he's talking about, having a thinner shake.
Hoofness says prime protein.
Equip Prime Protein
Yeah.
also has non-flavored.
Bob says, I hear you talking a
Oh,
lot
Bob, you
about
can actually
creamy.
eat a whole serving.
What is it? So creamy is a ninja machine that
Yeah.
basically you make a keto chow, but it doesn't have to be keto chow. You can make
egg ice cream. You can make ice cream just out of egg,
yes,
vanilla. I've
Em-
made that before.
Emily's made it out of eggs and
Butter.
You could have shoved me down because I would have never believed it because it was actually really good.
Yeah, it was. I actually got the recipe from a ketogenic woman. Her recipes are always so good.
But you make this and then you put it in the freezer overnight, and then the next day you can put it in. I don't know. It's just the way the blade is or whatever. It just shaves it turns it into cream, literally.
Yeah.
And it's very, very, very good. But it's loud. Anyone knows?
Yeah. Anybody who has one knows it is a loud gadget.
Sounds
For
like
sure.
a plane taking off.
We actually bought one and returned it the next day because we're like, oh no, no, no.
Okay, this was before we ever even started YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we didn't even know if we liked keto chow. I was in,
We were still up in the air. We weren't sure we really liked it, and
it seemed expensive.
it seemed expensive.
Didn't understand that, if I didn't prepare for lunch and I had to swing by Burger King or something like that, even just getting a couple double cheeseburgers,
It's
that
going to cost more than having
like,
a shake.
like twice as much as it does if you just bring a shake
Right.
and be prepared. So.
Yeah.
And
For sure.
And just like the keto bricks too, them are 1,000 calorie bricks. So if you cut them in half and you buy them in a month's supply, which is 30 of them, then they turn out to like 673 or 672.
A piece.
Yes, but if you cut, that can make.
I can't eat a whole one.
That's two different meals. I just take a half of that for lunch, so that equals like $3 and yes.
I don't do the numbers well. I just ask him, how much is this?
Crafty says, but setting up equipment in the kitchen every time you need to do a live or vid has to be a pain.
Not for me.
Okay, yeah, not for her. So the video part is actually fairly easy because I don't have to have my computer. I don't have to have the wires running to stream. It's basically, our camera's always set up in front of the kitchen.
Yeah.
So we can basically just flip on the light and go.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's not a problem whatsoever.
The problem is I would like to have a coffee, what's it called? A coffee bar in the spot that all of our equipment's at. And I can't have that with the equipment.
Well,
And the whole reason is from Shauna, or air frying auntie. She has a nice setup of a coffee bar, and I want one.
Jackie says, having more veggies and dairy, as long as I stay within 5 pounds, I'll be happy.
I have to tell myself that too, Jackie.
I
think so.
At some point, when I had my goal when I started was 104 pounds.
Right.
And right now, it seems like I'm really stuck. I was stuck at 99 forever.
Yeah.
Like
and now
3 or
you're
4 weeks.
Yeah.
And now it seems like I'm stuck right at 100. And I expect it to be that way. Like, I know that.
Especially with it being the holidays.
No,
And-
I'm not going to eat any different for the holidays.
But I just told you I'm going to have a keto chow cheesecake in the house.
But that's just one time.
Or a keto cheesecake.
I'm not going to gain from that. I can have a piece and not gain. That's the forgiving nature of
Right.
keto. As long as I don't snack. If I eat it with my meal, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Now if I start going back and creeping in the kitchen when nobody's looking and eating more,
Right.
that's when the problems happen.
Oh boy.
HS Keto's having wings for Thanksgiving.
My kids would probably love that. But I really, really want to smoke this turkey. So I'm really, really excited about that. Because I love this smoker
Keto
so
Kelly
much.
says she's going to have 14 non-keto people at my house for Thanksgiving, and I'm doing all the cooking. Ugh.
Oh,
Well, you know what, Kelly? Since you're doing all the cooking, you could have 14 keto people that day.
yep.
You could have
I
14
mean-
keto people. Just say, you know what? Anything I cook from now on is keto. If you want it, You can have it.
Yeah, every time my dad comes over, I never do anything special for him. That sounded horrible. I never.
Okay, except like smoking ribs and pork butts and all that stuff. And you know what?
He loves it.
Since we got the smoker, he's been coming over more.
Yeah.
Because the weekends we always smoke stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Emily had problems with this challenge.
I
Because-
was thinking of it. It
because
was on the brain.
Every weekend we smoke meat, like one whole day. You
Yeah.
know, we fill the smoker. And I bet you she was thinking, that jerk's going to smoke meat.
Yeah. I would not like that. Not like it at all.
Don says, have to make 10 pounds of mashed potatoes for my in-laws Thanksgiving.
I'm glad I'm not having to make mashed potatoes.
You know what? If you just make cauliflower instead, they'll either like it or you'll never be invited to make mashed
Yeah.
potatoes again.
I'm making cauliflower. I'm making the bacon cheesy cauliflower, which Noah's favorite. He actually told me he would just eat that for Thanksgiving and nothing else if I would just make it.
Bob is excited for Thanksgiving. His cousin's making turkey, ham.
And brisket.
Yeah, she added the brisket when she found out I was coming.
I want brisket and turkey, but we're not finding any brisket for a good price. And so I'm getting a little bit.
Yeah, brisket's all like $5 a pound, and sometimes I was really hoping to find it for under $4.
Right.
It's all like $5 a pound. And I even seen at Costco they have it separated too. You can buy the regular whole brisket or you can buy just the flat. And the flat was like $9 a pound. And
Really?
that is too much for brisket.
Yeah. But I still want it. I've said it before, but we'll tell you again that I love your RSK logo in the corner of the screen. Professional booking. Thank you.
All right, so Bob has a better answer than I did.
Okay.
Bob's more confident. 700
All
to
right.
800 calories will slow your metabolism and stop weight loss. 1600 is a bare minimum. Yes, Bob, I've heard that, and
Yeah.
thank you for answering that. I just am a little more careful with someone. Well, first off, I don't know,
Everybody's different.
and I don't know why she's having trouble with getting only 700 to 800 calories. I don't know if maybe it was someone who had weight loss surgery.
Right.
You know, so I don't know all of them answers, but if it was someone, you know, if it was Emily eating 700 to 800 calories, we'd be forcing food down her throat, because I know that in the beginning that might be all right.
Because you still have
It
that
might-
mentality of,
It might seem all right, but in the long run, that is definitely going to harm probably just about everybody.
yeah.
Jason has switched entirely to an old GoPro 4 for kitchen videos. Brian says, you two inspired me
To weigh again.
to weigh again. Thanks, I needed that. I've gained a shocking amount. It's odd how I can trick myself into thinking I'm holding steady. Well, yeah, that's one of the hardest things to start in a diet. That one of the first things you got to do, you have to admit that you need to lose weight. And I remember
Yeah.
getting on the scale, and before I started keto, there was like a month or two that I tried other diets,
Right.
and I managed to like knock 4 pounds off because I was 318.
Yeah.
And I finally got down like 4 pounds in a month, and that was doing the just not eating as much.
Right.
So
For sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I've done the whole 100 calories every 2 hours, and that worked for me for a little bit until I was hungry.
that's kind of one of the first steps, is just
Yeah.
to maybe just admitting that.
And I was eating like oatmeal, and then a hard boiled egg, and then oatmeal. It was just weird.
Jackie says, I've eaten 5 pounds of bacon in a week and lost 5 pounds, and I've eaten 2,500 to 3,500 calories and
Yeah.
lost. Watch carbs and eat.
Yes.
That's exactly how I feel. And the only reason I know how many calories I normally eat is because of when I try to track, which I don't want to try to track anymore.
Mostly because at first he didn't want to track because he would see the calories, and he's like, I don't want to see that. So,
Cindy says, just not hungry enough to eat in my 6-hour eating window. I'm trying to get to 1,400, but it just isn't happening unless I have keto snacks.
what about if you add butter to things that you're eating? Would that help? Maybe.
I'm not a doctor, but I would if I was having that problem, I would probably extend my eating window.
That's what you would do?
Yes.
But sometimes, like, I'm usually not hungry until the afternoon.
Jacqueline says she's like you, Emily. I want turkey and maybe a steak.
Yeah, for sure.
Jackie says people at work can't believe everything I've eaten in 7 months and lost 50 pounds.
I just had a discussion with somebody at work too today, and they're like, "You can have shrimp?"
All right, other people are talking. All right, Jackie says, cut out the snacks. That is a good thing. Snacking
Yeah.
has hurt me more than anything on this journey.
Yeah.
Snacking. Keto snacks. Nothing else.
Yeah,
If you're not hungry enough for steak or eggs, you're bored eating.
yeah,
And that is exactly true.
yeah, for sure.
Smoking Fireman says, hey, James, hope you're both well. Miss seeing you guys at the Columbus Pipe Show this year.
I didn't catch the name.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, Cody. I did not actually know that was happening until it was over.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Jackie said Autumn's getting ready to premiere the KPL 22 video. That's awesome. Is it today? Is she premiering?
She's actually premiering it probably now.
Oh.
And then I seen that Laura Spath was going live tonight too.
Was she?
Yeah.
I like her too.
Jen says, just notice the light switch plate behind you. Guess you haven't gotten to that one yet.
No.
No. These things are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Every light switch in the house was a deer antler. Every one of them. Or shotgun shells. We even got shotgun shells holding up our mirrors.
Yeah.
And we still haven't got to that yet.
No. And we have antlers hanging from our lights in here as well. That's all right.
Tiffany says, hi everyone, just joining.
Hi,
Hope you're all
Tiffany.
good. We are wonderful.
We are wonderful. I'm even better today since I had me some wings.
Keto Chow has a good vid showing how the creamy works. They do.
They do.
They have a lot of them. All right, I'm going to try to catch up just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I miss people's comments.
Yeah.
All right, Don says I have to set up all my equipment every time I
time.
want to record a video, and it's a pain. It is. It's almost enough to make you
Come
want to
on.
have multiple setups.
All right. I'm sorry. He's whining. This is Gerald. And Mr. Gerald,
I had to move the dog because she was hitting it with her tail.
yeah.
The camera.
He does not like to not be beside usually him. So he's throwing a fit since we're sitting here and he can't sit beside us.
Hoofing says, I thought Brian was crazy for getting Keto Chow. I was squawking about price, etc. Then he got my attention at ice cream.
Yeah.
Then I learned it's a full nutritional meal.
Yeah.
Hookah likes the nutcrackers on the
Oh,
mantle.
thank you. And Gerald's trying to say hello.
All right, so Noah has this thing where every year he gets a nutcracker, and he's already asking when we can go get
He wants to go tomorrow.
Yes, he wants to get his nutcracker.
Yep.
Tampa Jan's was cooking shrimp. Smells awful, but I thought I
Oh,
would try some variety. Would rather have ice cream. Monique says, smiley. I love your laugh. Love you guys, so real.
Love you.
I wonder if that was an autocorrect or if she said it because she heard you say that before.
It's true though.
Dawn,
Dawn, I will send it to you.
for the cheesy
It's
bacon
so easy.
cauliflower.
Yeah. It's the easiest thing ever and it's so good.
You know, Dawn, I was watching your video about the chicken that you just made. I forget what it's called.
The buffalo chicken
No,
burger?
no.
Or
The Hungry Heath recipe.
okay.
Yeah, the cordon bleu.
That's not, yeah, that is chicken.
All right, yeah. And did that take like a couple hours to make? Because that kind of stuff, like them kind of recipes.
It looks so good though. He
No,
wants you.
I
That's
know.
the problem.
Well, that's okay, but I have a computer over here and I can't do it.
I know.
Oh, it was autocorrect because she corrected it. She said Emily.
That's funny. Hello, Jennifer Lucas. I will share. You know, we ought to just record. I wouldn't mind making that this morning.
We're gonna make it this morning.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind making that this weekend and putting it in the freezer for Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe make it Sunday and make the green beans on Sunday. And we could video that and just do a quick video of how to make those two items. Because they're both super easy, except for the green beans. As long as I switch it to heavy cream, I'm hoping that it turns out right. They were still good. It wasn't the consistency I was looking for.
Brian's getting brisket at Sam's Club there in Flint, Michigan, I'm guessing.
Oh, we could try at Sam's Club.
For $3.70 a pound.
We should go try Sam's Club.
In Flint?
Not in Flint, but maybe it's on sale at Sam's Club here.
I think it's even colder up there.
That's an awesome deal, $3.70 a pound. I mean, that's way better than what we've been seeing it for.
Monique loves your laughter.
Aw, thank you.
Okay, ageless keto. This is the stuff I like. Ageless
Yeah.
keto. Got my labs back on Monday. A1C went from 8.2 to 5.9.
That's awesome.
That
That is
is
awesome.
awesome.
Congratulations.
You know, I can't even, like, when my triglycerides went from 185 down to 111 into a normal range, or I know they're not as
Yeah.
low as they should be, but they're getting there.
Right.
That made me, like, so happy. And the people that was doing my test and all that stuff, they were like, well, what did you do?
What are you
How
doing
did
different?
How did you do that?
And he got to talk about keto. So he was
did.
happy.
That's the whole reason we have this channel.
We love it.
We want to talk about keto, and people got sick of hearing us. So we could come
Right.
here and turn the camera on, and then there's you guys who like it.
Yeah. It's relatable. When you know. Like, some people are like, I don't understand how you can restrict yourself. And I'm just like, really? I'm going to go home and have some steak. Does that not sound good? Well, yeah, you're making me hungry talking about it.
Jennifer Lucas says, after
Yeah.
being on MetaFast 2 years on 500 calories a day, my metabolism was totally wrecked. I could eat a bowl of air and gain 20 pounds a week.
Wow. I'm sure.
You know,
That's 500 calories a day. I mean, that's not very much.
my whole life of being on a diet, like, I was on a diet my whole life.
I know. Me too.
And all I ever did was gain weight. And I think Bob was that way too. I mean, there's so many people. I bet everybody here was that way.
Right.
Because keto's not the first thing people try.
Right. Well, maybe some.
It doesn't make sense. I think the first thing that people try is everyone that says you're eating too much and you don't move enough.
Yeah. Eat
That's
less
the first
and
thing
move
you
more.
try. Yeah, eat less and move more. And then
Yeah. Well, I do agree that you should try to get movement in, though. I think that's important.
Jackie says Hoofnet and I are both in this
This-
chat and
Aw,
in
thank
this chat
you.
and Autumn's. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Turber, I like Turber, the name. Serious Keto also has good review on the creamy.
Yeah. He
Serious-
does some good reviews.
Serious Keto has a lot of food stuff. Tiffany
Yeah.
says smiley burritos. Crafty says, oh, I love that. My kids could care less about the
The
decorations.
decorations. Noah's all about it, for sure.
You know why your kids don't like the decorations? It's because you like them.
Yeah.
Kids always have to do the opposite thing.
Yeah.
It's almost, I have spent my whole life chasing these kids, whatever their hobby was, and it changes all the time.
Yeah.
And they, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, I love playing Fortnite. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to play Fortnite. As soon as I start to play, they're like, oh, that's crap, Dad.
That's old news.
Yeah, that's old news. I can't keep up. They like wrestling. I go watch wrestling. They don't like wrestling.
Yeah.
you
Dad
know,
ruins it for them.
Yeah, Noah had an anime thing just enough to make me like,
Okay.
I was going to start watching a little bit with him.
Yeah.
Yep, he don't watch anime no more.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
He does sometimes.
It's like I have to chase everything to try to be relevant.
It changes so much. You can't keep up.
I try to be relevant,
Yeah.
and that's what happens. Sandra says, hello from the snow belt here in Ohio.
Ugh.
We were shut down.
Ugh.
That, you must be up like Cleveland
Yeah.
or Toledo.
Yeah.
Thank goodness I'm not there.
Yeah. It was still cold today. Really windy.
Cindy is in Michigan and getting hammered with snow this weekend.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's rough.
I'm sorry.
I'm just a couple snowstorms away from just
Yeah.
about to go I'm about to do like Bob did, get a trailer and go and tell Emily where I'm at, and this is where you can come when you're ready. because I'm just about fed up. My feet are so cold
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. You
Hey.
missed
What did I miss?
Brian.
Oh, your greatest saying, I can't go back. I know too much. Well, thank you. And it's true.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, because this was actually just meant to be a diet. This was meant to be something that I was going to hurry up. It was just I just want to hurry up and get it over with, get to my goal weight. That way I can go back to, it would have been going back to my chips and Reese cups. And next thing you know, I'd been looking for the next diet, saying that keto didn't work.
Yeah.
I posted on Facebook the other day, and anybody friends with me on Facebook, if you're not, you're welcome to friend me on Facebook.
He'll accept.
I will accept. I said, everyone always says, and they do, well, keto doesn't work because you just gain the weight back when you go off of it. It was like, okay, well, what if I don't go off of it?
What if I don't quit?
Yeah, what if I don't quit?
Yeah.
What if I just eat this way forever? Then I don't have to worry about that.
I feel like that's the biggest question I get asked at work from people.
What? When are you going to quit?
Yes.
I think,
When are you going to stop eating like that?
I mean, I would hate to think that, I still weigh 214. I would hate to think that that I would be done losing weight, but if I am, and I just eating the way I eat, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If you told me a year ago, you're only going to lose 100 pounds, I'd have said, deal.
Normally though, like when I bring lunch with me to work, say I bring like thin New York strip and sour cream, something like that, or bacon and eggs. When people always ask when I'm gonna stop eating like that, my lunches always look better than other people's lunches.
You should say that.
Everybody always says, "Can I have some too?" And be like, "Yeah."
All right. So yesterday,
As you heat up your TV dinner, processed food.
yesterday at my work, there was a guy. Now he knows how I eat somewhat.
Right.
I mean, I know him, but I don't know him real well. But I know him.
Yeah.
And he came in and he made a bowl of oatmeal, and he kept saying, "This is so good." And I looked at him because he was almost like, loving on his food.
Yeah.
And I look at him, he's like, "Ooh, I bet you wish you could have some of this." And I was like, "No." And I just like kept on about what I was doing. And he's like, "What about this?" And he showed me a banana. And I was like, "No." He's like, "You don't like oatmeal?" I said, "No, I don't eat oatmeal. I used to like oatmeal." And he's like, "But it's healthy for you." I said, "Yeah, it's so healthy for me that they feed it to cows for they feed it to my food
To fatten them up.
to fatten them up for 2 months before they get slaughtered." I was like, "So how healthy are them oats when they can give them to pigs and things like that, and it fattens them up?" I don't know. But anyway, and he got like kind of offended by it. I was like, "You're eating my food."
Yeah.
But
I think we're way behind.
no, we're really not.
Okay,
We were
good.
actually caught up.
Okay.
Shirley says, "I made 5 different keto chows for my creamy today.
Yum.
55 pounds down. I am eating too many keto snacks these days. It's easy to do. I need to snack myself."
I think stop myself and get back to basics. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's actually, that is like my full-time challenge,
Yeah.
is to not snack.
Yeah.
And there's only one time a day that I have a problem with that, and it's when I first come in from work
Yeah.
before we have dinner.
Yeah.
That's when
that's-
I'm really, really, really hungry.
Yeah. A Bluegrass Girl t-shirt, keto when you know. That I need that shirt. For sure.
Jennifer Lucas says Costco has the creamy for $99 now. Somebody else said that earlier. Go on, quit kicking the camera. Yeah, but if anybody else came in and didn't know that, Costco has creamies for $99 now. Go see it.
Yeah.
Is Heath and Shelly having? What are they having tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I really wasn't on social media today at work very much.
Bluegrass
like,
Girl
at
says
all.
they have more than 4 feet of snow in Erie County, New York, and 2 people have died clearing snow.
Oh,
That's awful.
that's That's horrible.
One of the reasons back when I was fatter than I am now, I got a snowblower because I read a statistic that how many people die every year shoveling snow, and I was like, well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I've got to have a snowblower.
Yeah.
Crafty says, I get tired of those questions. I want to tell you I'm not quitting this way of eating. Awesome.
Yes.
I always say, would you ask a 10-year-old? I'm guessing.
10-year chip.
Okay, that's, yeah.
You just misread it. AA person out to a bar to celebrate his sobriety. No.
No, that would be very insensitive.
It really would.
And I don't think people think it's insensitive when they kind of tease you with food.
Yeah.
Because they don't see the picture
Yeah.
of who I was before.
Yeah.
They see me now and they think, oh, well, you can't have this. Why don't, look at this. This is so good. But they don't realize is that I'm an addict too.
Yeah.
So maybe,
It's a really good point.
maybe the oatmeal ain't my trigger or the banana because I could care less about
Yeah.
that. But
we got a thumbs down.
we did?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know.
Where'd you see that? That's
just
okay.
saw it.
Everybody give us a thumbs down. If you haven't already given us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs down. Just interact with the channel. That'd be good. Let's see how many thumbs down we can get.
Oh, Tampa Jan. It's pretty cold here too. Well, cold to us Floridians. Barely made it over 70 today.
Oh, well, it didn't.
Jealous.
It didn't make it over 30 here today, and the wind was relentless.
Yeah. It was really cold. Really, really cold.
Jackie says Keto Palooza 2023 is officially on, so that means we have to spend more money.
Oh, thank you for sharing that.
Yes, and are the tickets on sale? Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna get. There's 2 thumbs down. Keep going. Thumbs down.
We're going to buy an extra ticket, and we're going to give that ticket away.
To who?
We're going to do a giveaway at some point and give a ticket away because we want more people to go. We had so much fun. It was the absolute best weekend of just being surrounded by the best humans ever. And we just want more people to go. So
Yes.
if there's somebody out there who wants to go and maybe they can't afford a ticket or something, we want to be able to give away a ticket to somebody.
Jennifer Lucas says, after metamorphosis, butterflies never go back to being caterpillars. Maybe a butterfly should be the official tattoo on keto.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, but Jennifer, I really don't want a butterfly. You know what? I could get it right on my back, my lower back. Call it a keto stamp.
Yeah. Monique says, I feel funny sometimes eating all meat at work for lunch when everyone else in the office only eats vegetables. See, I work at a trucking company, and there's literally 4 total women in the whole business, or at our location. And during the day, when I have lunch, it's all pretty much men there. So of course, when I bring in smoked meats or whatever, they're all like, yeah, that looks way better than this salad my wife packed me, or peanut butter and jelly and chips. So
Tickets go on sale December 3rd for general. If you
Yes.
went last year, you'll get earlier sales.
yay,
So I guess we're going to Keto Palooza.
we are.
We're not going to Disney World. We're going to Keto
It
Palooza.
was so fun, wasn't it, Jackie?
It was. Do you know that we never talked to Jackie when we were there?
I believe I said, I like your shirt. And that was it.
But we actually,
But we never got a chance to sit down and talk to her at KPL.
we talked to everybody. I
It
thought,
felt like it.
Except Jackie.
Time went so fast.
Jackie must have been too good for us.
Maybe.
Probably.
That's all right, Jackie.
So Keto Kelly says, I can't wait till the low carb cruise in June. And I did not know you were going, but we will be there.
Yes, we'll see you there. I'm really excited about that cruise. I think we're at, 198 days until the cruise?
You know what? Just one thing about the cruise that kind of irritates me.
What?
Their prices are more. So Royal Caribbean prices are, I was always told that, like, we've been on 2 Carnival cruises before, and I've heard people say, oh, well, that's like the Walmart of cruises.
Right.
Well, let me tell you what. Between the internet, as much as they're asking for like a soda package of like I don't know, $30
But
a day or whatever they're
it's
asking.
been so long that since we've been on a cruise, we don't know if Carnival's
I just
cruise-
looked at Carnival's, and
Yeah.
their soda package is $12 a day.
Okay.
And Royal Caribbean wants twice as much. I
Right.
just feel like that when you pay a little bit more for a Royal Caribbean cruise, I get it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that everything is a la carte, and I feel like that they nickel and dime too much already. That's just my opinion.
But we're still gonna go.
Well, yeah, we've already paid for it.
He just wants to complain.
But it just seems like, oh, well, there's going to be another fee for this, and there's another fee for that. And,
Yeah.
you know, why don't they just lump it into one price and be done with it?
Yeah. That's all right.
Anytime I forget that we're going on the cruise, I can look at the bank account and see that, oh, yeah, we're going on the cruise. Bluegrass Girl says, James is getting the tramp stamp. No, it's a keto badge.
Yes.
It's a keto
Yes.
badge. Ageless Keto is going this year.
Yay.
Jazz Puppy says, how about a phoenix?
Ooh. Hi, Holly. Holly was at Keto Palooza.
Bluegrass Girl says, Black Friday specials are on sale for the low carb cruise
For less than 60 hours.
for less than 60
We need
hours.
to check that out.
Why are the Black Friday deals coming up before?
They've been going on all month, I feel like.
Like
Not
what?
just there, but other places.
Why ain't they going to have them on Black Friday?
I'm not sure, but I'm okay with that.
Jackie?
And I know Flavor God is having a big Black Friday sale
Who's
right now,
that?
too. The spices.
Oh, Jackie says, I avoided people. Still working on the socialization part. I do better in smaller groups.
Yeah.
Bob says,
I get a little bit socially awkward, Jackie.
Bob says, I'll plan my travel south around Keto Palooza this year.
Yay.
Bob is coming to Keto Palooza, he's saying.
Yay.
Unofficially.
Unofficially.
Unofficially, he'll be at Keto Palooza. Jennifer Lucas says, eventually I'll have to go back to the cold. I have Pop in the car for my kids' visit tomorrow.
All right, so you said pop. I was talking to my brother Nathan, and I brought up a fountain pop. And he said I broke his brain. He did not understand what a fountain pop was. And is that not normal? Is that not a normal thing? Or is that weird? Or I don't know. He said I broke his brain because he couldn't believe I called it a fountain pop.
Carrie is here. He
And
said,
he's 294 days, no coffee or caffeine.
in 6 days will fall on Thanksgiving.
That's always, huh?
He said 6 days will fall on Thanksgiving. Or, I'm sorry, 6 days. What is wrong with me?
I don't know. You
I'm
were
seeing other
confusing
comments
me.
that say 6. I'm sorry. 6 days from being 300. Day 300.
300 will fall on
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
that's that Common Core
You're
math.
way stronger than I am.
So,
Keto Palooza is October 6th through the 8th.
well, that sounds good.
Yeah. It will be fun.
You know, that's one of them things. It's like, I hate for summer to end,
Yeah.
but it has to end for Keto Palooza.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It does.
Semi-retired Bob says, Ohioans say pop. Others call it soda. Everything is a Coke in the South. Even a pop?
Even a pop is a Coke?
You know what, Bob? There's actually people who say soda pop.
That's true too.
Jackie says, I say soda, Coke, and pop. It depends on my mood.
Yeah. I can relate to that. But I usually say pop.
Crafty says, my mom says pop. She's from Wisconsin. And you know, people in West Virginia, when they call it pop,
Yeah.
but they say pulp. Almost like pulp, P-U-L-P. When you hear them say it, it's pulp. All right, Carrie says, before we go, how does the bread court his sweetheart?
With lots of flowers.
Lots of flowers. All right, you guys, Hungry Heath is coming up, and
They are. Make sure you go check them out and see what they're cooking tonight because I failed to see what it was.
yes, I didn't even see them update. They must not have posted in our group. They must hate us.
Maybe.
All right, you guys, take care. Hungry Heath is up, and we'll see you soon. as soon as I figure out how to, it looks so different trying to exit.
It does.
Bye, guys.